We already know the pawn move and the capture with it. Now let's get acquainted with the unique movement of a pawn. A pawn can move one or two squares forward on its first move. When it moves two squares forward on its first move and appears next to an opponent's pawn on the neighboring line, then the opponent pawn can capture it on their move. This capture is the same as if the opponent's pawn had only moved one square forward on its first move. This way of capturing a pawn is called en passant capture. When we play online games, that pawn will be automatically removed from the board. But if we play over the board games, we should take that pawn off from the board. En passant capture is not mandatory, but it is only possible immediately after the opponent's corresponding move. If we make another move in response, we will lose the opportunity of en passant capture. So let's sum up this topic with this beautiful and useful position. White's turn, they played b4. They thought that it's a checkmate because they thought that black's king has no protection because these two squares are controlled by the white's queen. Also, they can't take the pawn because it is protected with another pawn. But here is a protection with the help of en passant capture. Black could take the white's pawn, and not only to protect from that check, but they checked the white's king, and it turns out that it's a checkmate for the white's king because this pawn is protected by the queen. Also, white's king can't go to b2, a1, b1 because all these squares are controlled by the black's pieces. So there is no protection from this check. It turns out that it's a checkmate. Well, I hope you liked today's lesson. Don't forget about this rule and try to use it in your games.